He goes inside. He goes outside. He pulls back for the three. He fakes it. He shoots. He drains it with a swoosh. Hi, my name's Taylor, and I'm here to talk to you today about the benefits of Nike Roshes. The 3 points that I'll be discussing with you guys today are scope innovation, customization, and branding. So, Nike is a very well-known brand all over the world. But how? According to How Nike Wins, the answer is due to companies' overall scope innovation with regards to their Nike Roshes. What I mean by this is Nike is very good at creating products that satisfy men, women, and children of all ages. For example, if a family were to walk into a store that, sold Nike or any form of Nike runner, but in our case, or in this case, a Nike Rosh, each person, like the female, the male, and the child, would all have equal opportunity to come out satisfied with that Nike Rosh. Another thing that gives Nike good scope innovation is their long-lasting product. According to benefitof.net, an advantage to buying Nike shoes is their durability. So people are happy, when they buy a pair of shoes that lasts a long duration of time, and especially because the Nike Roshes can be a little bit pricey. People feel satisfied when they put a lot of money in up front and it lasts a long time. I have a pair of Nike Roshes. They last me like 3 years, and they're still good to wear. So it's either pay me now or pay me later, and people would rather pay now. That way it lasts later. By providing a good product, the company creates a good consumer foundation. Research states that Nike has great consumer relationships, which means that Nike overall is able to satisfy its customers. And when people feel satisfied, they stay loyal to that product. So instead of, getting a runner and not being satisfied, or they don't last long, or they tear easily, they're going to switch to a different runner because that runner didn't last long enough. So by Nike providing that durability, people are going to stay loyal to their product, and that's exactly what Nike wants. But what happens when the shoe you want isn't available? You go in, Nike Rosh, I want this and that and the other. It's not available. Does it just end? Well, for Adidas, which is Nike's next closest competitor, it would end because Adidas doesn't provide customization like, Nike does with the Roshes. The positive about Nike is that they're able to create the perfect runner for you. Forbes.com states that a big part of Nike that separates them, as I mentioned, from a lot of other companies, is that they're able to provide tailored solutions or customized products. So, using Roshes, you come in, there's many different varieties you can choose from with Roshes, but let's just say none of those varieties are exactly giving you, that connection that you need. Like, when you buy a wedding dress, you need that connection, and none of those Roshes provide you one. Well, it doesn't just stop there. You're able to customize the patterns you want. If you want palm trees with black or pink or rainbow or whatever you want, Nike is able to give you the perfect product that satisfies not only you, but the people that are able to look at your feet. Especially with anyone. It could be a child, it could be a baby. For instance, people are really insane with how far they go with wanting to dress their, 3-month-old up in the swag that they possibly can, the best swag they can provide them, and Roshes are it, apparently. Due to the fact that, different athletes, keep in mind, play, numerous sports, each sport requires different needs and such. So the prevention of innovation says that Nike makes themselves flexible. This means that a basketball player could have a different shoe or a different style than that of a track person, but both athletes are able to still wear the Roshes and still look cool wearing them. So people have different standards, keep in mind, and Nike meets these standards in a lot of different aspects. Another benefit to customizing one's shoes is comfort. Obviously, comfort is extremely important and is the difference between allowing people to get out of their comfort zones. Again, any athlete would know that in order to get better at something, you have to get out of your comfort zone. But how do you know what your comfort zone is if your feet are always sore and you just can't get in your comfort zone to begin with? It's a long and strenuous adventure that not a lot of people want to be in. So again, People want to be comfortable, athletes want to be comfortable, bam, Nike Roshes. Overall, I think it's fair to say that Nike knows how to brand. Because Nike has a lot of variety in everything they have to offer as far as shoes, they allow themselves to have a strong base. And according to Forbes.com, Nike has a strong teenage base. With that said, if you get a teenager hooked, they're going to come home, they're going to ask their parents for the shoe that they want or customization that they want in the Rosh, and the parents are either going to say, yeah, you can do it, I hate the idea, or no, just in general. Now, if the kid's old enough, they're going to go out and they're going to buy it themselves, or they're going to steal it because the Roshes are that amazing, and that's a whole different part of it altogether, so we won't get into that. But a positive to teenage base is that they have the potential to go to colleges, and when they go to colleges, they always look back at what got them there, and if they look down and they see the Roshes on their feet, they're going to continue to stay loyal again to the Roshes, the Nike brand in general, and Nike wins, college wins, athlete wins, it's a win-win-win. Another benefit, according to Strategic Processes,